A few years ago, something happened in my shop that is such a critical learning experience. One of the folks who worked behind the scenes had experienced a kickback at the table saw that shot a strip of wood through the wall behind him. It penetrated 2 layers of drywall between the studs, and the end stuck out into the finishing room behind that table saw. Imagine if it had hit a person. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. It happened while making a bevel cut, and it appeared that all the rules were being followed. There was no blade guard on the saw, but the position of the fence made it impossible to make that cut with the guard in place. There was a riving knife installed behind the blade. Riving knives are essential anti-kickback devices. The riving knife shields the back of the blade, the place where almost all kickbacks originate, but this kickback occurred at the front of the blade. Watch carefully. The pusher moves the workpiece forward, but the offcut remains next to the blade. When the pusher is used to draw the workpiece away from the fence at the end of the cut, it nudges the leading end of the offcut to the left, turning the trailing end toward the blade where it's caught by a front tooth and ejected from the saw. In about 1/30th of a second, the offcut is gone. Now that we know what happened, what could we do to avoid it happening again? Follow through at the end of your cut to push that workpiece fully clear of everything else. When ripping narrow strips, it may be better to use a wide push block like this homemade version. The third option may have been to raise the saw blade higher, so the path of the teeth at the front would be in a downward direction toward the top of the saw rather than toward the operator. This saw, which I didn't have at the time, has an adjustable fence so you can use the blade guard with the fence closer to the blade. Kickbacks are a top cause of table saw injuries. While a riving knife provides a lot of protection, the best piece of safety technology ever invented for a table saw is still the blade guard. Use it.